Hey, Miss Shanola. Hi, Miss Shanola. How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I get a serenade? Oh my goodness, I appreciate this.
It's believing.
All right. So my name is it's actually Philippe, but I'll let it pass. It's just serenade.
Philippe? Oh, just Philippe. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yes, I like Philippe.
Shanola, you can mispronounce my name anytime you want to, okay?
No, I'll keep it to Philippe.
Okay.
Distinct.
Got you. Okay. So you are the star of Bound as Gabby. How did you prepare for this role, and what aspects of her character resonate with you?
Um, I prepared by just really, it was, this was an easier one to prepare for
Hmm.
because I have been having these conversations about underserved communities going missing and then not getting the attention, and the passion that goes behind wanting to find them is
Hmm.
very similar to the passion I feel in real life from wanting to find our missing babies. You look at Ohio, it's just really that same kind of passion. So, what really, that was a story that I felt like I was able to tell and had to tell. And then there's the juicy layer of her still going through her own process and having a man in the basement. So that was good too.
Hmm. Speaking of which, she undergoes a lot of character development throughout the series. How do you navigate such growth as an actress, and what can the viewers expect from her journey?
Well, um, as an actress, to be able to do something where you have layers of stuff to play, the hurt, the healing, the still being childlike, but also being strong and committed, and all of those things, it just makes it more fun. It really does, because it always needs to be something, because Gabby always has something going on in her head. So as an actor, I always have something kind of going on in my head. Maybe you're not showing it, but
Hmm.
you're thinking it and you see it through the eyes. So that's one of the things that I just kind of taking an honest approach. And what was the second part of that question? I remember there being
Just
a second.
what can the viewers expect from her journey
They
without
can
giving away?
expect a lot more crazy.
Okay.
She has become completely unhinged. You're seeing now we're in episode 10, so
Hmm.
we're well into the season now. You're seeing things kind of explode. They can expect more and more explosions. Pop, pop, pop everywhere you go.
And she's just like fearless. Like, where did she get this from? She's just kind of semi reckless. Like, where do you think she gets that from?
Well, I think that she has nothing to lose after going through what she's gone through in life and being able to come out and still survive it. She saved herself. So if you look back at young Gabby, you can see that same fierceness, that same amount of I don't care. I'm going to fight, and I can manipulate, and I can do that same energy carries on to her adult life. She
Mhm.
gets it from where she came from.
Oh, okay. Is there any specific scenes that between you and Gosler, who plays Sir, that was
Mm.
emotionally challenging, and what made it stand out to you?
There's a lot that stand out in the basement. Those are my favorite scenes to play, because as an
Mhm.
actor, it's what you want to do. You want to get into the juiciness of it. It's the tennis match, the being in the sandbox, and the hardest probably emotionally. And when challenging, just because you want to make the connection, is there is the last episodes where he says, "Tell me you love me," where she's
Mhm.
caught in a corner because she doesn't want Lacey to hear him downstairs. He's threatening to yell to expose her. So there's the emotion of she doesn't want to be exposed for fear of being exposed. And there's also that moment of I'll tell you anything. And then he says, "Tell me that you love me." And for me as an actor, it was, how does Gabby feel about him? She doesn't want to love him, but then they're still so connected. This is 20 years of a connection. So you can't really define it as love by the regular sense, but there is something there. So acting that moment of confliction was probably the most difficult, because I wanted it to read. Because human beings, especially when you think of the Stockholm syndrome of it all, you know that it's bad, you know that it's wrong, but there is something there that keeps her there with him. There's something that still connects them.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was crazy how when he got sick, she got kind of a little sick, and I'm like, there was definitely like a connection that can't be broken, or at least seemingly.
Yes,
So
and it's not sexual, which makes it the
yeah,
more weirder.
that is that is weird. I always wondered about that.
Yeah.
So what makes this project different from something like Shameless, would you say?
Well, I think it's obvious. I mean, I think Shameless for its time was so outside of we'd never seen people struggle in that way on television. TV always glamorizes things, and Shameless was one of the, now everybody's doing it, but I will say that we made the way for them to do it. That gritty, that dirty, people struggling to make ends meet, but still having love and loyalty. But there was a lot of levity in that show. There was so much laughter, there was so much joy. This is
Mhm.
deeper, this is harder, this is dealing with still real issues. Shameless dealt with real issues, but also the relevance of these cases and highlighting missing people in underserved communities is such a topic and has been in our society for such a long time that you have to approach it in the seriousness that it deserves. So this is just a heavier show all around.
Gotcha.
There's very few laughs in Bound and lots of laughs in Shameless.
Yes, there is. Which leads me to my next question. These characters that Gabby connects with, they use their trauma, their pain, and use their skill set to block it out. If Veronica were to join the team, what would be her contribution or skill set that we use?
She probably would be really good as going undercover because Veronica can kind of change. She would be really, really good at using her sexualization to capture people. And I think she and Gabby Mosley would get along quite well. I think Gabby would be taken aback by her energy at first, but also be like, she's a cool, I can use her on my team.
Yeah, yeah. All right. And quickly, give me a couple of words of your reactions to the renewal of this season.
Oh, excited.
All right, that's all the time I have. I wish I had more time to talk to you because you're so cool, man. I love you.
Oh, thank you. I wish I had more time to talk to you too. Very nice to speak with you, Philippe.
Thank you.
Very nice. Nice to meet you.
All right, have a nice day.
Bye. You too. Happy holidays.